Hello, YouTube friends. I'm going to take a tutorial series in Django framework. This is my first YouTube series. So my communication or English or my technical explanation might not be good in the beginning. I'll definitely try to improvise. Hope you can tolerate me. But definitely my research and technical analysis about the concept that I'm explaining, which was well researched. So I think you'll be receiving good content. Other part, like any feedback that you can comment me, I'll definitely improve. So in this video series, Django tutorial series, the first video is introduction about Django. Um, so in this now the research of Django, so these are the things that we will look into it when we try to learn a new stuff, right? So in this learning, we are going to see what is Django, who is it, where is it, where we can build it, when it was started, or when what is a plan for it, and why is Django, why we require Django, and how it's built. All these questions I've analyzed. I try to share you the knowledge. The first always will be, what is it? What is Django? Django is a Python-based free and open source web framework. I will interrupt each individual word and I will give you some meaning about it that will explain Django about it. So it's Python-based. Python is a programming language, one of the popular, easiest programming language in the world. So Django is built in that, and it's free. It's no cost. There is no fee or licensed or anything. It's open source. Anyone can download the source code and update the framework and like spread it, or it can be push it. That your enhancement, your new feature can be used for others, right? That's open source. It's web. Django is framework is created only for web development. Framework. It's framework, not a programming language, not a tool, not an application. The framework is a foundation for building any software application, right? So that's all about Django. This is what is Django. Next, we will see who is Django. Maybe who in the sense we usually call it a human being, but I will have to to understand it. Just who is Django? It's not a movie. It's a we are completely talking about programming in a framework, Python based framework. So Django is one of the popular web framework. It's a top 10 web framework in web development, for web development in 2020. There are other frameworks like AngularJS, jQuery, Flask, React, Ruby Rails. They are all popular and mostly used, widely used. But there are certain things Django is having which does not have any other thing. That is one of the main things. It is Python based, so anyone can easily learn Python, and it's easy to implement it. Okay, what are the popular web application completely built using Django? I've given some examples. Instagram completely built. It's one of the popular social network. Bitbucket, Pinterest, Discuss, Reddit, GIFs, Chess.com. All of this, all the variety of application. If you can go and see Instagram, entirely built using Django. By one day you can build similar application if you learn the Django. So so that's all. Like even not in any many top companies like Google, Amazon, those companies also using Django one or other web application. Okay, so that's all about who is Django. Okay, next, why is Django? Why is most preferable? Why Django is preferred by many, right? It's ridiculously fast development. Any other framework, it is very difficult to learn. JavaScript or other, maybe complex. Okay, it's a Python based. Python is always very well known by everyone. It's very easy, right? And also Django provides a framework that has many components which you don't need to create from the beginning. Okay, even one which I can give you example. Any web application, it will have administration page, right? administration user can log in and create users, all those things, right? You don't need to create it at all in Django. Bunch of developers who created Django, they have already created those pages that will not be viewed by users, but that is the essential for many web application, right? Admin page that you don't need to create from the scratch. That's the reason it's a fast development. You can just quickly develop things. Reassuring secure. Okay, security is one of the important thing in any application who wants the data need to be secured. Data needs to be transferred securely. So any other application you need to build lots of code, implement the security, right? Django has when you install the web, the framework, when you put the framework, the security part will be available in the settings itself. You can just enable whatever that you want. So Django takes care of it. You don't need to write from the scratch all the security things. Okay. Second is last one is exceedingly scalable. You can enhance your web application, however you want. Some of the busiest sites on the web leverage Django ability to quickly and flexibly scale, right? So that's a major advantage of Django. Any other, like, there are many other things you will eventually see in the later part of the series. These are the top advantages of Django. Okay, when is Django? Django was developed around 2005, and you can see the list of things that is added in the Django framework, like 2006. A new admin page is created. Magic removal is created in 2006 itself, and a new forms to testing tools for implemented in 2007, and 1 series actually in 2008 only they have given 1 series where API stability, decoupled admin, Unicode, and 1.1 aggregate transaction based tests. Okay, 1.2 multiple DB connections, CSRF model validation, 1.3 class based views, status files, 1.4 LTS time zones in browser testing, app templates, 1.5 Python 3 support, configurable user model, 1.6 dedicated to Malcolm Trednick DB transaction management, connection pooling, 1.7 migration, application loading and configuration, 1.8 LTS, native support for multiple template engines, support ended in 2018. So till I think what are the application currently not till 1.11 LTS. Django is not supported. You can see here this 1.11 is support ended in 2020. Today is it's May month. It's already ended. You can use 2.2 LTS version till 2022. If you are going to use that, it may not be supported. So I think it's high time you need to learn 3 series. It's released in December. It has new feature like ASGA. It was available in WSGA. ASGA is asynchronous. So ASGA support is available. MariaDB support is new one for 3 series, and we are going to expect 4 series in 2021, end of 2021. So this is about when is Django, and I'm moving to next. How is Django? We are talking about what is Django, when is Django, how is Django, all those things, right? So Django, in computer science, model view controller is a popular architecture in computer software technology, right? So user will be handled using controller. They will be giving request and taking response, and model and view will be coupled with controller and giving response to the user. So these are the coupled, and Django is a slightly modified MVC architecture. It's not actually a MVC, it's MVT, model view template. It doesn't have controller, instead it has a URL. You will eventually see when you are learning the Django framework. You can see the components available in Django, how it is interacted with other components like view, model, and template. So you can see that architecture. You can see here view and model is not view model template is not intercoupled, right? So in the what it means is that you can individually change the things. It won't impact other one. Here, if you change one thing, it might impact another things, right? So view, it will take care of it itself. Like you will eventually see how easy it is to change things, right? So that's the reason MVT is some advantage over MVC. That is You can build small and large scale applications, which may not be, which may be difficult in MVC architecture. Easy to modify, right? As we are being discussing, like Python and Django is very easy to modify. Less coupled, it's not coupled, right? So it will be easy for you to understand and learn things. Okay. And next, where we can build, it's a simple question. I want to include this as part of our questionnaires in on research for Django. So you can build in any Python ideally. Even you can build it in Notepad also. But I would recommend download and install PyCharm, Visual Studio, or something, any of the listed things. I have used some PyCharm. I've been using PyCharm, Visual Studio, and Sublime Text. All these things are amazing. I'm also familiar with that. So you can use it any of them. Other compared to any other, ideally, this provides a interactive way of interactive way of what is the method, what is the function, what is the library, what are the parameters we need to give, and we in PyCharm over other ideally like Visual Studio and Sublime Text. PyCharm has the advantage, like some of the like library, you can go to UI, one of the settings, and then you can just download it. It is very fast and very reliable. You need to give very less commands compared to Visual Studio Code. So we are going to completely using PyCharm. But one thing I want to say is that PyCharm is not good for beginner. It's not good for me. It is difficult for beginner. Okay, but anyway, when I walk through, I will explain you can follow up. I was not using PyCharm for a long time. After that, when I started using it, because it was when I started opening the PyCharm in the beginning of Python learning, it was very difficult to understand. So I used Visual Studio Code and other Anaconda tools. After that, I moved to PyCharm. So that is about where is Django. That's all. That's all the analysis. And some of the assumptions, maybe when you start learning Django, you might be assumed that it is replacing JavaScript. So I will be written some few questions. Is Django a client-side scripting? No, it's not a client-side scripting. It's not a replacing JavaScript. It's a server-side scripting. You still need JavaScript for handle client-side operations. Okay. And is Django is sufficient to build the entire web application? No, I don't think so, because it's not. You still need HTML, CSS, and HTML for UI, browser page, and CSS for stylists, and you can use Bootstrap or any other UI framework to attract or create a better user experienced site or web application. Okay, Django and Python will take care of the server side functions, DB data, all those things, right? Can I use Java or C++, C#, any other programming language in Django framework? No, you cannot use that. Django is only for Python programming languages. You cannot use any other programming languages. You have other frameworks for other programming languages. Okay. The next video I'm going to cover is prerequisites. What are the prerequisites you need to start learning Django, and installation required, and setup. How do we set up Django? I think pretty much it. Next, we are coming to the end of this video. Please like this video because I'm spending a lot of effort in it, and I want to share my knowledge to the community. Please like this video, and definitely I want your feedback, because I want to improve. This is my first video in the series, and it's my I've made some videos. It didn't work out well, so I'm trying to improvise. So your feedback will be much helpful. And if I made any mistake, please try to point it out. I'm also in a learning process in many aspects, so I can learn from you too. Share this video to your friends who want to learn Django series. I definitely require a lot of subscribers. For the encouragement to continue video series. Please subscribe this video. Click the bell icon as usual. Any other YouTube series, they will tell. Click the bell icon for your notification. Definitely, I'm going to give a lot of video content. Especially this is I started with Django. I will be covering many other like machine learning, data science, data analytics, all those stuff. I will be giving. Even I'm focusing on chatbot. Definitely, I'm going to cover in after completing the Django. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. We'll connect in. We'll meet in next video. Thank you.